Hey everyone, James Niggemeyer here. Thank you for tuning back into the YouTube channel. In my last video, I talked about fishing a tournament over the weekend. It was a small boat field, but it was on a small lake and had a lot of fun doing that. And it actually kind of brought my attention back to a certain frog color that I think actually might be something special. And I wanted to bring it to your attention. I mean, there's a part of me that's like, yeah, you don't need to talk about that. You really just need to go ahead and fish that a while longer before you begin drawing attention to this specific color of frog. And when you look at this color, you're going to think, why that color in a frog? Because a frog, obviously natural colors, darker colors, those types of things. But anyways, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing that. It's probably one of the better ways to help the channel grow, and I'd certainly appreciate it. So this weekend, or this past weekend, I fished a tournament at a little local lake, and we caught most of our weighing fish on top water, mainly on a crankbait over grass. And it was a lot of fun. Caught some fish different ways. And I kind of got sidetracked off the main thing, which was the crankbait pattern, because we rolled up past this little section of kind of matted, blown in vegetation. And I threw a frog up there and I caught one. And it was a pretty good one, but it didn't measure. It was an 18-inch minimum. And then I went a little further and caught another one pretty quick. And I was like, huh, okay, that's interesting. Because I hadn't made very many casts with the frog. And so then we moved to the other side of the lake and boom, I caught another one. I mean, really quick, and then caught another one, like in a very short order. And so I was thinking, okay, this is something. At any rate, the point of this video is to tell you about a special color, because I went on to catch several more and had blow-ups, and it was just a lot of fun. And while we didn't weigh a single fish, because they didn't meet the 18-inch minimum, I had some good chunks that blew up on this thing. And the frog itself is a copper red bait's loudmouth, which is a poppin' or cupped style mouth frog. I haven't really thrown a frog this color, and you might look at it and it looks white, but the reality is it's just loaded with silver flake. It's more of a translucent with silver flake and clear with silver glitter tails. But this is the frog. It's got a little shad or a shad eye, or a little eye on the bottom. It's got eyes on top and the cupped mouth. Now, I got on a good bite. Actually, the inventor of the copper red bait's frog and I actually fished fork back in the spring, and he put on a clinic with just your standard, pointed snout frog, and this is the wave frog. And it made sense because there was a shad spawn. There was a lot of shad up shallow. Even through the day, there was shad in the shallows. He caught some beautiful fish up to around 6 pound plus, and he really got a lot of bites on this, and it really kind of, drew my attention to it. And the next day, I ended up putting this is actually called the ripple frog. Kind of show you the difference in the sizes. This is kind of your standard size frog, and this is the ripple, a little bitty guy, and I caught some good fish on it. And so, same color, stranded shad, and that's the color that I was throwing over the weekend. But it was in the poppin' mouth. And my point of this video is to say, hey, I think this is a special color. This is a color that gets bit. And the reason why I feel like it's something special and gets bit is because obviously, we were throwing these back in the spring or late spring when the shad spawn was kind of going on. And here we are. Of course, there's shad up shallow now because it's the fall, it's October. And I was popping this, just walking it across the water, and I would pause it every now and again, and that's when they'd blow up on it. But it just made me think, okay, this is something that works in multiple seasons, multiple reasons, and really it's something that you probably ought to take a look at, probably ought to get yourself some copper red baits, either the loudmouth or the wave frog in stranded shad color. Cool color, really, like I said, has worked in a couple different situations. I think it's something that I'm gonna you know, continue to keep my finger on the pulse of, because I think what it does is kind of like a chrome walk the dog type Zara spook type bait. Chrome has always been a good one, and in certain pockets of the country, chrome topwaters, man, they just are the best. And so this is kind of has that chrome color. And so I'm thinking this could be something that's great. Specifically, we were fishing around some matted vegetation and some blown in grass and different things like that. So a frog works well because your treble hooks don't get hung up in that kind of thing. And I mean, your treble hooks normally get caught up in that kind of thing. And obviously the frog is made to just be like a 4-wheel drive ATV right through the thickest stuff, and skips well, fishes well, walks the dog, pauses nice, gets the attention of the fish. I just want to say, if you guys aren't throwing a stranded shad or chrome type color like this, make sure you are, because I'm becoming more and more of a believer of this color of frog. That's it for now, guys. Just a quick tip. Hopefully you guys are getting out there and you're just enjoying this beautiful fall weather, or at least it is out here in Northeast Texas. It's been beautiful. I mean, it's still getting warm up during the days. It's warming up pretty good during the days, but it's just been really nice, cool nights, hoodie in the morning, or at least for me. And then during the day, it heats up, got a little bit of a breeze. It's just a beautiful time to be on the lake. Hopefully you guys are getting out there. If you got anything out of this video, please give me a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are you already throwing a loudmouth frog and stranded shad? Please go over to the description section. There you'll find links to my merch, Team Niggemeyer Fishing. And then there's links to my Instagram, Facebook, my website, and there's going to be a discount code for Amphibia Eye Gear sunglasses. Patented air cell technology sunglasses, so if they fall in the lake, they float, and then you can get them with ANSI rated lenses to protect your eyes. If anything ever comes back and hits you in the eyes and you're wearing Amphibia sunglasses, they don't shatter if they're ANSI rated. If they do shatter, if you're wearing another brand and they shatter, that can cause more damage to your eyes. Until next time, thanks for watching and good fishing.